So my name is Eric. Today I will review about Up. Up is a 2009 American computer animated comedy film produced by Pixar Animation Studio and released by Walt Disney Pictures. Up was released on May 29 and 2009 and opened the 2009 Cannes Film Festival, becoming the first animated and 3D film to do so. The film was directed by Pete Docter and directed by Bob Patterson, who also wrote the screenplay with Docter, as well as the story with Tom McCarthy. The music was composed by Michael Giacchino, who also composed music for The Incredible and Ratatouille. Docter began working on the story in 2004 called Helium, which is based on a fantasy of escaping from life when it to become annoying. He and 11 other Pixar artists spent 3 days in Venezuela gathering research and inspiration. Character design are caricature and very stylish, and animators are challenged to create realistic fabrics. It was Pixar's first film to be featured in the Disney Digital 3D. 8 years old, Carl's prediction idols the famous explorer Charles V. Muntz when Muntz was accused of wielding the skeleton of a giant exotic bird he said he had found in Paradise Falls. He vowed not to return until he caught a living one. One day, Carl Fredricksen befriended an extrovert girl named Ellie. Also a fan of Muntz, she shared a scrapbook with him and expressed to Carl his desire to move his clubhouse and abandoned neighborhood house to a cliff overlooking Paradise Falls. When they were adults, they both lived together with their simple house. Carl and his wife wanted to go to Paradise Falls. Day after day, they spent working and saving money to achieve their dream. But it didn't come because Ellie, Carl's wife, got sick and died. Years later, Carl also decided to go to Paradise Falls by using his house to fly, but unexpectedly, there was a small child with him, namely Russell, a young forest explorer who visited Carl to get his final merit badge to help parents. Became accidental stowaway. There, Carl unexpectedly met his childhood idol, Charles V. Muntz. Muntz invited Carl and Russell to board his airplane, where he explained to them that he was still desperately looking for the giant bird he promised to bring back, which is started to be from the Kevin species. Then, after learning that Kevin is the species he has been looking for, Muntz is hostile to Carl and is immediately arrested. But lucky Carl can escape Muntz's pursuit, but not with Russell, who was charmed by Muntz. Carl goes outside to see Russell sailing with several balloons and a leaf blower to save Kevin. By throwing away his furniture and belongings, Carl lighted up the house enough for him and Doug to follow. Then Carl managed to save them, and Muntz finally died because he fell from his air balloon. Then they let Kevin go and unite him with their children. Then Carl, Kevin, and Hot air balloon along with the dogs from the hot air balloon to go to Carl's hometown and live happily in peace. The strength of this film are that the storyline is good. The meaning of contained in the film is not to give up hope to achieve a dream, because one day our hard work will pay off, and life is an adventure that we have to go through, no matter how tough this challenge. And there is an emotional sense of it. The film then a good 3D deception. The music that is delivered is also in harmony with the story. Character in the story also very characteristic with their respective style. The deception of nature is good. The story can be understood and enjoyed every act. The weakness of this film is that even the story is good, there are some boring parts in the story, such as there are not many scenes that make us feel entertained, such as the lack of funny scenes in the story, which will become increasingly boring over time. Then there are indeed some scenes that are not true in life, real life, flying using a house with balloons on it, so that it is dangerous for small children who do not understand the truth, so parents need to accompany their children. My personal opinion about this film, that the story presented is indeed good, even though it is a bit boring, still become the stage of each individual as its own meaning. The characteristics of each character are clearly visible, then the songs are delivered well according to the storyline, as well as the lesson. I can take that even though life is full of challenge and obstacle, we must face this to achieve what we want, because what has been our hard work so far will definitely not to be in vain, and it will certainly be beautiful in its time. That's all about my review about film Up. Thank you for your attention.